Now let's meet the starters for each team. Starting for the Wolverines, a junior outside hitter from Stanford, North Carolina, number 1, Grace Kim. A sophomore setter from East Grand Rapids, Michigan, number 2, Teddy McClure. A junior libero from Butler, PA, number 3, Abby Lucas. A senior outside hitter from Verona, California, number 4, John Collier. A senior outside hitter from Troy, Michigan, number 7, Faith Keith. A junior middle blocker from Cranberry Township, PA, number 15, Annie Brown. A sophomore middle blocker from Cayuga Falls, Ohio, number 23, Audrey Donald. Grove City is coached by Nick Sales in his 4th season. And now, starting with the practice, a freshman middle blocker from Houston, Texas, number 2, Noah Woodard. A freshman outside hitter from Centerville, Ohio, number 5, Elizabeth Leonard. A senior center from Copper, Texas, number 8, Stella Yang. A junior outside hitter from Loyola, Puerto Rico, number 15, Laura Blanchard. A freshman middle blocker from Leesburg, Virginia, number 16, Isabella Sierra. A junior middle blocker from Roanoke, Illinois, number 18, J.D. Dean. And a sophomore defensive specialist from Fairfax, Virginia, number 20, Abby Chen. Carnegie Mellon is coached by Ed Bach in their 4th season.
Those are your starting lineups for the Wolverines, as well as the Tartans. And glad to be with you on a Saturday morning. Later on today, Grove City, I mentioned they will play Marietta, who played last night against CMU. And for the Tartans, they will be on at 5 o'clock, a game if you can't make it, the video against Westminster. So that is your day as far as the video and as far as the action here from the Wiegand Gymnasium. Always enthusiastic when it comes to this sport as they huddle up.
A lot of camaraderie, very supportive.
That's one of my favorite things of watching women's volleyball. Definitely camaraderie. So Carnegie Mellon will be in the white home jerseys with the scarlet trim, the black shorts. Red and black for the Grove City Wolverines. They will be in the court to our left. Carnegie Mellon in the court to our right. There you see that camaraderie as for Carnegie Mellon, Abby Chen, the libero, checks in. She'll be wearing the scarlet jersey. And for Grove City, they will have their libero check in. Gabby Lucas, not too far from here in Butler, PA. About an hour away. She's the libero for the Wolverines. It's about to get underway. Referees or your officials, Kevin McKinstry and Kathy Snary. First serve for Carnegie Mellon to start this match. The Wolverines receive. They go far side. That's a good dig off the kill attempt. And the player who dug it tries to go for the kill, Laura Raychard, but she hits far and long. 1-0 lead for Grove City.
Really nice job by Raychard to read that kill coming off the block. It kind of skimmed off of, I believe, Jane Dean, and then she was right there to pick it up. Nice job by her.
Service for the Wolverines received by Carnegie Mellon. They hit to the back line, and Grove City will set up to the near pin, and that's a block out as they go to Robin Collier, and it's blocked but out of bounds, so a 2-0 start for Grove City.
Collier, one of the main threats on the outside for this Grove City team. 52 kills coming into today's match.
And a 5'9" outside hitter from Corona, California. Good job by Kennedy Kerr to set it to the back line, but that goes long off the swing from Anna DeGraff. That's the first point for CMU, and they'll get service. One serving two with Laura Raychard. Raychard with the right hand from the right corner. Played by Grove City's Keating to the net. That's a good read right there, and a kill point. I believe it ties it at 2, and it does right in the middle for CMU. It was Jane Dean. It was just too easy for Dean. So Raychard will serve once again. 2 straight points now for CMU. Received by Grove City to the near flag again. And that is played by Catherine Jackson to the near side. Good left-handed hit over, but it's played by Grove City, but they can't get it over. Good effort by Gabby Lucas but that's 3 straight. Schlemmer on the near side put it into the back row. 3 straight. Carnegie Mellon's first lead at 3-2.
Kennedy Kerr and Grace Kim looked like they were not on the same page there on that last play, ultimately resulting in an error.
Another serve for Raychard, received by Lucas. Grove City will set it up to the far side for Faith Keating, but she goes into the net. The block was there anyway. Woodard was there. It was almost a double block with Woodard and another player, but that's another point. 4 straight for CMU. They lead 4, serving 2.
Like I mentioned, Bob, it's going to be very, very crucial for both of these teams to play strong up front at the net.
Goes to the far side. That's a Keating kill attempt. It's played by CMU. Back to the front to the near side. Not a great set, so Collier just plays it over. Into the middle. That's a good set. And there's a kill for Isabella Sierra, the 6'2 freshman from Virginia. 5-2. CMU, and a timeout taken by Grove City.
Really nice job by Isabella Sierra at the middle, and really I want to see Isabella Sierra as well as Jane Dean both continuing to be very active in the middle and try and see Stella Yan maybe a couple quick sets to the middle and get her middle hitters active, because Jane Dean, she's a really good one at the middle for this Carnegie Mellon team. 71 kills coming into today's match, hitting .246 as well.
27 kills, now 28 for Isabella Sierra. She's a film major. A lot of famous actors have come out of this university throughout the years. Ted Danson is one I can think of off the top of my head. Jeff Goldblum is another, I believe. So
I did hear that Jeff Goldblum went here. I do hear that.
There's
yes.
a long list. I have to research it. I have to Google that, folks. So, but good stuff in the middle for the kill, and a great job after going down 2-0. 5 straight for CMU. They got the long hit, and then Laura Raychard has been serving since, and the Tartans have built this 3-point lead in this first match of the day.
Isabella Sierra last night actually recorded her season-end career high in her early Tartan career in kills with 6 against Marietta. Hit .250 for the match as well.
Another serve for Raychard. She's a mechanical engineering junior from Guaynabo, Puerto Rico. Set to the far side and a block. And that's well done as they want to Faith Keating. But Bella Woodard again at that far flag gets the block point. 6-2 CMU.
Great job by Woodard as well as Sierra, and even better timing up front by them.
Another serve by Raychard. Good dig off the floor by Grove City. They go to the center. That's blocked. The kill attempt by Donnelly. Again, Keating. And Keating finds the dunk in the middle of the defense, and that ends the run. A 6-0 run, actually, for CMU. Service back to the Wolverines. 3 will serve 6.
I know you mentioned how tremendous of a player Faith Keating has been all year long for the Wolverines, and she did it last year as well. Finished 4th in the PAC in kills with 309.
Brooklyn Wireball, the freshman, will serve for Grove City. Received by Chen to the near side. The tap played off the net by the Wolverines to the back line, and Lucas will play it over to the front. Good tap back for the set, but a better block by Grove City. That's played by Yan. And that's a good dig by Wireball. To the near side, they go deep. Played up by CMU. And a good block. Great job at the net by Audrey Donnelly, the sophomore and middle blocker, doing her job. 2 straight for Grove City.
Yeah, this time it was Grove City challenging Carnegie Mellon at the net, and it was Grove City winning the battle. Nice job by Donnelly, and great timing and anticipation by her up front.
The service by Wireball. Chen goes down to get it. Near side with a left-handed strike. Schlemmer. Opposite side, Keating. That's a good dig by Chen to the back line from the attack line. Played over up in the air by Wireball. They like to set up Keating at that far flag. And that's a good dig by Chen, but then Chen sort of picked off Raychard, who couldn't get there. That's 3 straight for Grove City. 5 will serve 6.
Yeah, Carnegie Mellon not on the same page on that last play. Great job by Chen, but ultimately ran into one of her teammates.
Another serve by Wireball, the freshman from Medina, Ohio. And there's a big hit in the middle. Woodard wanted the tip, and I don't think she gets it. And we're tied at 6. That's 4 straight now for Grove City to even this first match.
Great read by Grace Kim in the back row, noticing that ball was going to go out of play and deciding not to touch it.
Tapped over by the left hand of Sierra. That's played by Grove City. There's Keating to the back line. Played off the floor by Raychard. Wolverines try to set it up. Lucas to the front line, but that's off the mark. Getting there late was Augustine into the net. That's a point for CMU. 7 will serve 6.
Yeah, Gabby Lucas's pass was a little too leading to her outside hitter, ultimately forcing number 6, Eloise Augustine, to run into the net and getting a hitting error for Grove City.
Isabel Shepardin, the junior middle blocker from San Francisco, California, serves for CMU, leading by 1 to the center. That's played to the back line by Donley. We'll get it over there. That's a strong left-handed swing by Woodard, but a great play defensively by Grove City to keep it alive. They go with a reverse set on the slide. Jane Dean, that played in the back line by Grove City. Good volley, but it ends long, as winning the tip was Eloise Augustine. She gets it. As the scoreboard shows 7-7, it should be 8-6.
It looked like Laura Rayshard.
It was a tip.
It was a tip, yes. Point went to Grove City.
So trying to steal that point back was Shepard. Little gamesmanship, but 7-7.
Yeah, Laura Rayshard might have gotten a fingertip on that last ball, ultimately going out of play. But really early on, both teams very active up front. And I really like the slide action that we saw in that previous play to Jane Dean. She really gets very, very active and very involved when that happens in that motion.
Faith Keating serves, 3-time All-PAC for Grove City. Boy, big time. Woodard with that left-handed swing. It's powerful. Grove City played. They hit it over from far side, near side diagonal. Out it goes. CMU wins service back. 8 will serve 7. Service for Mindy Lai, the junior from Belmont, Massachusetts. Computer science major here at CMU. She'll get an ace, as Lucas could not play it from the back line. 9-7 CMU.
Lai getting her 14th ace of the season and doing it in ease. She had no problem putting that ball in play, and Gabby Lucas had a hard time handling it.
Lucas plays that when they come to the near pin. That's through the block. Nicely done by Eloise Augustine, the junior. She tolls the block, and it'll be 8 serving 9. Grove City wins service back.
Yeah, Augustine just overpowering the near side block attempt by Carnegie Mellon, ultimately picking up a point for the Wolverines.
Lucas, the junior, she's an elementary education major at Grove City. She serves. Good, strong hit. Blasting it home, the kill point for Jane Dean, the 6'3 junior from Wilmette, Illinois. It's almost unreturnable. 10 will serve 8. Left-handed service from Schlemmer. Center set for Grove City. The taps played off the net. CMU will set it up back to the near side, tapped over by Raychard. And a good set for Grove City, but a better dig by Chen to the middle. Blocked for Grove City. They will set it up to the attack line, tapped over by Keating. CMU will set it up to the back line. There's the left-handed hit by Schlemmer. And a good volley underway. Grove City from the attack line. Bella Costa goes long. Another point for CMU. 11 serves 8.
Elizabeth Schlemmer in the back row looked like she was reacting off of instinct. Wanted to go for that last ball, but ultimately decided otherwise, and a wise decision by her, because that would have clearly been a tip off of Carnegie Mellon, but point goes over for the Tartans.
Schlemmer, the freshman, will serve. Grove City will set it up on a reverse set, and that's a block. Maybe a double block. Raychard was there as well as Jane Dean. 12-8 service CMU.
Yeah, Jane Dean using that 6'3" frame to her advantage.
Good job to slide over at the near flag to get that block. And again, a reverse set. And that's a kill point. That was well done by Grove City. And they find Anna DeGraff, the junior from Seneca Valley High School. Point Wolverines. 9 will serve 12.
Another strong hitter for this Wolverines group that comes back from last year. Anna DeGraff finished 3rd in the PAC a year ago in hit percentage at .265. So both Keating and DeGraff both back this year at the Wolverines. This should be a very, very good group for Grove City this season.
DeGraff was second team All-PAC last year. Led Grove City in blocks. That's a good dig in the back line by Lucas. And in the middle, on cue, Anna DeGraff once again. And it is 10 serving 12, 2 in a row for Grove City.
Easy placement there by DeGraff, just noticing the soft spot in the defense and picking it out.
Kennedy Kerr, who led the team in assists and aces last year. Honorable mention All-PAC for Grove City. That's a good set. Good swing, easily done at the far flag for Jane Dean. 13 will serve 10.
Dean just using her strength and power, rifling it off the hand of Kerr. She just could not keep up with the heat.
Service for Abby Chen, the sophomore. Played by Grove City. They go to the opposite flag, but it's a long hit for Bella Costa. Nope, it's in. They say it caught the corner. And 11 will serve 13.
Great accuracy and placement in the back row. That's a tight window to fit that ball through.
I couldn't stand there where the referee is and drop it in there as well as that. So 2-point lead for CMU. They receive the serve to the near side. Lucas with a diving dig. They reverse set to the near flag. Costa's block, kill attempt is blocked, and CMU is called for a carrying. And it's 2 points in a row for Grove City, and now 12 will serve 13. Back and forth we've gone in this match. The biggest lead for CMU was 6-2. The biggest lead for Grove City was 2 points, a 2-0 start. Tap rides the tape, and that's going to tie this match. 4 hits called against CMU, and we're even at 13 apiece.
I think that was a swing that Isabella Sierra would like to have back. Seemed to be a little off balance on her approach and ultimately just could not get enough force behind that swing.
Well, Acosta serves. The freshman was PAC Rookie of the Week earlier this month. Received by CMU into the left forecourt. A reverse set to the back line and a kill point from the near flag for Robin Collier. And Grove City is back on top. 14 serves 13.
Grove City starting to build a little momentum right now, going on a little streak, and now Carnegie Mellon, they have to respond.
4 straight points for Grove City and 6 of the last 7. To the near side, through the block, dug out by Lucas for Grove City. Back to Gabby Lucas. She plays it over. It's set up by Yan, tapped off the net. Still good, but that's going to be 4 hits. And another point for Grove City and a nice run for the Wolverines. They lead by 2, 15 will serve 13.
Carnegie Mellon again going with that slide to Isabella Sierra, and this time I think the pass from Stella Yan was just a little off target.
Kennedy Kerr serves, played by Raychard. Back to Laura Raychard. And then Kerr in the back line for Grove City. Opposite flag, Faith Keating goes wide with a kill attempt, and that'll give the point and the service back to CMU. 14 will serve 15. And off the bench comes Bella Woodard. Good-looking freshman, 6'2", from Clear Creek High School in Houston, Texas. I mentioned her left-handed swing a couple times already. Service from the back line, that's Stella Yan, the senior, also from Texas, Coppell, Texas. Played by Raychard up in the air. Yan doing what she does, but the hit is deflected long. So we'll give Sierra the kill point, and we're even at 15 apiece.
It looks like Sierra wants to continue to build off of her performance from last night against Marietta, but taller lineup out there right now for Carnegie Mellon. Bella Woodard at 6'2", and Isabella Sierra at 6'2" as well.
4 assists so far in this one for Yan. That ball's deflected. There's Yan again. Reverse set. Good dig by Kerr, but it goes out of bounds, and there's that left-handed strong swing again from Bella Woodard. CMU up 16-15.
Woodard brings a lot of speed and just tremendous velocity behind her swing, and this Grove City defense right now, they're having a tough time reading it.
Lucas, can they save it? The Wolverines do. CMU will set it up. Yan distributes again. The kill from Woodard at the opposite flag. CMU leads 17-15. It's an impressive stop for the freshman. And a timeout taken. 17-15 lead for CMU. Good stuff so far, back and forth. Grove City, we mentioned, have won 7 straight. CMU coming off a win last night against Marietta. We've gone back and forth. Biggest lead was 6-2 by Carnegie Mellon. Grove City went on a run where they scored 7 of 8 points to take a 15-13 lead, but 4 straight for CMU to go back on top, 17-15.
I think one thing that's standing out to me early on here, Bob, is just the serve received from both teams. Only 1 ace across both teams, and that's coming from Carnegie Mellon's end. So both teams doing a nice job defensively receiving those serves, but then also neither team really doing anything interesting with those serves. So maybe we start to see some trickery back from the service line from both teams.
Woodard, Isabella Sierra, and Jane Dean, 2 kills each for CMU. A game high 3 for Robin Collier for Grove City. Served by Yan, received by Lucas. Grove City to the near side, tapped over by Collier. Great hustle, both by Woodard and by Chen, but they can't return it. Point Grove City 16 will serve 17.
Really liked the pancake attempt there by Abby Chen. Able to get a hand on it, but ultimately did not get it enough to go over the net.
DeGraff serves, Raychard receives. Sierra kills, but it went wide. Instead of going diagonal, she tried to toe the line, go down the line, and out of bounds at once. We're tied at 17. Sometimes you got to change it up. She tried to toe the block, but hit it out of bounds. So a hitting error for Bella Woodard. Serve received by Abby Chen. Near side, that is partially blocked. Has to go over. Kim puts it up in the air and into the net on the return attempt by Donnelly. Point CMU. They get service back, leading 18-17.
Big miscue there from Audrey Donnelly. Just tried to send over a free ball and ran it into the net. I'm sure that is an error that Coach Leo Sales will look back at and wish that they could have another opportunity at.
Raychard finds the corner. Nice ace by the junior Laura Raychard, and CMU leads 19-17.
Only the second ace between these two teams in this match, both coming from Carnegie Mellon.
Raychard had that service run earlier that got Carnegie Mellon the 6-2 lead. Serve received this time by Keating, tapped in the middle. Woodard plays it. Near side set with a left-handed swing. Schlemmer played back, though, by Grove City. Yan, Schlemmer. Good dig in the back line by Kerr. Opposite side set for Keating. Block point there as Dean and Woodard. Dean is 6'3", Woodard 6'2". I checked it was Sierra 6'2". So a pair of 6'2" blockers. That's a tough pair to get past.
Yeah, both threw up a big roof there for Faith Keating on her swing.
20-17 lead for CMU. Near side set. That is Collier's attempt, partially blocked. Yan goes up. Kill attempt in the middle by Sierra. Played back over by Grove City. Yan, Chen, Woodard. That's off a block, I believe. I thought it was deflected.
And they do rule it. It is
Indeed
deflected.
It was. 21-17 lead for CMU.
Something else that's interesting about this Carnegie Mellon team, two left-handed outside hitters in Schlemmer and Woodard. Could be something that this Grove City team is having a hard time reading defensively.
Both of those are freshmen as well. That's played up in the air by Yan. Back to Sierra Woodard. She was near the attack line. Didn't have the greatest angle. Into the net it goes. Point to Grove City. 18 will serve 21. Rotation in now for the Wolverines. Brooklyn Wire ball. The freshman checks back in. She'll go to serve, serving left to right for the Wolverines.
Sierra and Woodard both leading this Carnegie Mellon group right now in kills with three apiece.
Mentioned both freshmen. So that's good present and future. There's a kill stuck in the net. On cue, Sierra gets the kill. 22 will serve 18.
Like I mentioned, last night was her career high in kills in a match with 6. She's at 4 right now, wants to continue to build off of the strong performance she had last night against Marietta and carried into tonight.
That's a good, 12 hours, 14 hours so
Not a whole lot of time to rest.
So good stuff for Sierra, Isabella Sierra. Serve in a reverse set. There's Keating, but she goes long. Keating is the player you want to set up if you're Grove City. And Carnegie Mellon will serve again. 23 will serve 18.
Faith Keating was not happy on that last call. She wanted a tip, but did not get it.
Another serve for Isabel Shepard, the junior with the left hand. Played by Grove City. They'll go center set. That's a good kill. Great set for Audrey Donnelly down the middle. And 19 will serve 23. Grove City gets service back for Faith Keating, the senior, the outside hitter. First team in 2021, second team twice as far as all PAC. Yan, that's long though. Good set for Dean, but Dean went long, and 20 will serve 23.
At times when Dean gets set at the middle, sometimes she puts a little bit too much air underneath her swing, gets underneath the ball, needs to stay on top of it and bring that downward angle.
Another serve for Keating. Played by Chen. Up in the air it goes to Yan. Will tap it over. That's well done by Raychard. Grove City will set it up from the attack line. That's Keating. Played by CMU. Near side to the left. The off the net. And the point for Schlemmer, the freshman. And it is match point. 24 will serve 20. Tartan's in the lead.
Yeah, Schlemmer using her surroundings to her advantage there, Bob. Using the net to her advantage. Able to benefit from that little roll that she got atop the net.
Yeah, rode the tape to get the point. And the ace will end it. Mindy Lai wins it for CMU. They win the first match today against Grove City. Your final score in this one, CMU 25 and Grove City 20. We will pause for a quick break. Be back with match number 2, game number 2 right after this. You're watching CMU Women's Volleyball, brought to you by Carnegie Mellon Athletics. So 3-0 last night against Marietta, and the first set today for CMU against a hot Grove City team that has won 7 in a row. Good start for Grove City, good run for CMU, and then Grove City had a nice run. They took a 15-13 lead, but then CMU closed out with 12 of the last 18 points
Yeah, last night's win was a much-needed one for this Carnegie Mellon group, Bob, because they had lost 2 straight. Previously, they lost in 4 sets against NYU, the number 6 ranked team in all of the country in Division III volleyball. And then you look over, they also lost in 4 sets to the number 20 ranked team in the country, WashU. So back-to-back losses, also back-to-back conference losses. So last night was a very good pick-me-up win for the Tartans.
They're in the AU with Carnegie Mellon. We will flip. This is the first time in a while because during the COVID era, the teams did not switch sides of the court. So we're, again, sliding back to more normalcy as Grove City now will be in the forecourt to our right and CMU, the homestanding Tartans, to our left.
A nice welcome back to some normalcy, right, Bob?
I said AAU. I meant UAA. I was a little backwards there. Emory and Rochester, doubleheader next Sunday. Both of those will be broadcast and videoed here from Carnegie Mellon. Good jump serve by Kennedy Kerr. And the ace starts off the second game, much like the first game, 1-0, Grove City.
Now 17 aces on the year for Kerr. Very unique serve approach here.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing, Jack. Good job by Chen to go down and get that one. And the kill point from the opposite antenna for Raychard ties this game at 1 apiece.
This Tartans team has some serious weapons on the outside, whether it's Raychard or Woodard or even Schlemmer. I mean, they've got a lot of players that they can go to, and I'm sure that makes Stella Yan as well as Mindy Lai very, very happy setters.
First kill for Raychard. Served by Yan, center set, blocked and played off the net by Grove City's Keating, their top hitter. Good job to go and get that by Chen. To the back line from the attack line, Schlemmer, but blocked by Grove City, and they get the point. 2 will serve 1. To the back line service. That's Costa, the freshman with the right hand. Chen receives. Opposite side. Raychard off the block and trying to get there and deflecting it away from her teammate was Costa, and we're tied at 2 apiece. Service now for Laura Raychard.
Raychard was a big player for this Tartans team a year ago. 209 kills, 27 aces, and 247.5 points for her in the 2021 campaign.
Even though she's a junior, she's one of the leaders for this Tartan team. Serve received by Grove City, and there's Keating off the block. That'll be played by Raychard. Opposite side set for Schlemmer, but the left-handed swing goes long. Service back to Grove City. 3 will serve 2.
Schlemmer, I think, is getting some constructive criticism from her teammate. She, I think, noticed that she kind of rear-backed a little too far on that swing and got way too much elevation behind it.
DeGraff serves. The kill. Was it deflected? Nope, it's in the middle. Off the swing from Sierra, it goes wide. Grove City, another point. 4 will serve 2. Another serve for DeGraff, the middle blocker. The junior from Seneca Valley High School. Led the team in blocks last year. Center set, that's blocked and played by Kerr. To the opposite side, Collier, that's blocked off the net for the Wolverines. They'll need to play it over, and Grace Kim does. Set for Grove City, down the middle. Much better swing that time for Schlemmer for the kill point, Jack.
Schlemmer really brings some great speed behind that swing, but again, she gets great elevation on her approach, and for being able to do that, and not to mention, Bob, she's jumping from the hit line. I mean, that's a good 5 or 7
that's
feet.
The thing, Jack. You get that elevation, you just want to hammer it with all your might, right? That's what you learn as you move along. Change and nuance your hits. That's maybe what the criticism was. Good job by Grove City as they power through the block to get the point back, and they'll get service back as well. 5 will serve 3s. We'll get some rotations coming in now.
Donnelly able to wedge that ball in between the attempted block right in the middle, and I'd like to see Grove City set Donnelly a little bit more in the middle. A sophomore listed at 6'1", good height, and she also has 36 kills coming into into today's match. So someone that could be a big factor this morning for Grove City.
Donnelly was a PAC Defensive Player of the Week earlier this month. And there's a service, and that will go as an ace for Brooklyn Wireball, and it's 6-3 Grove City. First game went to CMU 25-20. Wolverines by 3 in game number 2. Reverse set. There's the kill. Bella Woodard with the left-handed swing. She's been impressive in this one. Point for CMU. They'll get service back. 4 will serve 6.
Woodard in Sierra both with 4 kills for Carnegie Mellon, 3 for Schlemmer. You look over at Grove City and Robin Collier pacing the way for the Wolverines with 4 kills.
Service for Mindy Lai, received by Grove City. To the near side they go, but that's out. I thought it was out. I think it was. It was Augustine. She tried to get it down the line, but it went wide. She's petitioning and also telling her coach she thought it was in, but it's a point for CMU. They're down 1-5, serve 6. Received in the back line by Lucas. Opposite set, tapped over by Keating. Chen plays in the center set, tolling the block for the kill point right down the middle. That was Jane Dean, and we're tied at 6.
Dean continuing to be a big factor, and there's a reason why she was an all-UAA second-team selection a year ago.
6-3 in the middle. Grove City cannot return service. 4 points in a row for CMU, and the Tartans have regained the lead. 7 will serve 6. Backline servers for Mindy Lai, the junior. Little jump right-hand serve. Played by Keating. They try to go back to Keating, but in the middle, that's a good dig in the back line by Raychard. From the attack line, Schlemmer plays it over. Grove City sets near side to Keating. Off the block, played by Raychard. Back to Raychard. To the back line, received and returned by Grove City. They go long with the kill. Off the net was Augustine, and she tried to get the dip. She could not. 8 will serve 6.
I think something that people don't realize about volleyball players is they have great trained eyes knowing when a ball is going to go out of play, because that's hard to read how the trajectory of the ball is coming in and whether or not it's going to be in play or not. Good read in the back row by Raychard.
Great dig off the Keating tap, and you'll get a point out of that. Tip of the cap to Mindy Lai. Great effort defensively. 9 will serve 6. Timeout, Grove City. Jack Ridenauer, Bob Orquist. Glad you're spending part of your Saturday morning. Still Saturday morning. Still 23 minutes left before we get to noon. All this food talk is making me hungry.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that, because when I did the game with Jared Barton a few weeks ago, I said the same thing. I kept saying, Jared, I'm really hungry. I might have to go to Panera afterwards.
I've had pizza Parma before, too, and it's fantastic stuff. Serve receive, blocked by CMU, but not enough. And a Keating kill point gives the Wolverines service back. 7 will serve 9. That ends the 6-0 run for CMU. Faith Keating is the senior from Troy, Michigan. She had a fantastic career for Grove City. Instead of setting what she normally does, Yan surprises Grove City but can't get the point, and 8 will serve 9. Almost. Sometimes you got to change it up. That was a good decision by Yan. Better reaction by Grove City. Another serve for Keating. Down 1, center set. That's dug up in the air by Wireball, but out of bounds it goes. And that's a kill point in the middle for Jane Dean, the junior.
When she gets a really good pass at the middle coming from Stella Yan, Jane Dean, she knows exactly what to do, capitalizes there, brings down the big whip of the swing.
Schlemmer off the tape. They go diagonal with the kill from right to left, but Augustine goes wide, and another point for CMU. 11 will serve 8. A quick sub in for Grove City as Katie Pry checks in, the junior middle blocker from Enon, Ohio. Second in blocks as a freshman, 4th as a sophomore, so that's her specialty. Near side long it goes. Off the right-handed swing by Costa, and 12 will serve 8. That's 3 in a row as far as points for CMU.
Yeah, a game of runs right now that we're seeing between these two teams, and at the moment, Carnegie Mellon has the bigger run.
Another serve by Schlemmer, played by Costa. There's Pry, but Pry tapped it up and made it too easy for Raychard, and that's the experience right there. She taps it over for an easy kill point.
That probably was the most gentle block that Laura Raychard has ever had in her entire volleyball career.
Block point, kill point, but that's recognition. Definitely for Laura Raychard. 13-8, Tartans by 5. Chen plays it up to the net. Look at the opposite side. They try to go diagonal. Kind of a miss hit for Raychard. Kind of went off the outside of her right hand and out of bounds at once. Point to Grove City. 9 will serve 13.
I really like the approach, though, and I like the idea by Raychard. That diagonal approach and that diagonal swing seems to be working really for both teams at the moment.
Lucas will serve. Received by Chen. There's Raychard. Dug by Lucas. Up in the air by Keating, who's in the back line. Wide it goes from the attack line by Costa. And nope. They give that point to Grove City off the deflection, so 10 will serve 13.
That one just snuck inbounds right past Abby Chen, and somebody in Abby Chen, a very good libero that does a great job of reading the sidelines right there, just didn't get a good read on that swing.
So no block, and that time Chen couldn't get a good read on the Lucas serve. Ace. That's 3 in a row for Grove City. 11 will serve 13. Another serve for Gabby Lucas, 5'4" junior. Former Butler Golden Tornado. Received by Chen this time. Good set in the middle, but it's in. Well, that just caught the tape, if anything, for Jane Dean. And 14-11, using every bit of that court.
Yeah, Jane Dean right now just throwing darts all around the court and hitting the bullseye in the back corner.
14 serves 11, received by Grove City. To the back line they go for Keating. And long at one, I thought it was deflected too. I think Grove City had a good argument there, but they say no deflection and give the point to CMU.
Faith Keating's had a couple swings that have been very close calls in terms of being tipped at the net, and she's wanted a couple of them to go over for Grove City, but just has not gotten the call yet.
Costa with a good dig on the serve. The volley is on. Pry off the block. Played up in the air, high up in the air by Yan. That's into the net, though. And Raychard couldn't get there. She tried her best. Service goes back over to Grove City. 12 will serve 15. And in to serve is Kennedy Kerr, the sophomore. She's from Grand Rapids, East Grand Rapids, Michigan. Several Michigan players for Grove City. As well for CMU, at least one. Received by CMU, center set. And there's a kill point. That was well done, easy. Good set, and Isabella Sierra, the freshman, with another kill. I like the set when it's perfect. It just makes it all easy for those hitters.
Yeah, Isabella Sierra now with 5 kills, trying to tie her career and season high from last night.
Served by Yan. Good kill from the middle. Anna DeGraff with the angle right to left. 13 will serve 11. Service back to Grove City.
DeGraff has been awfully quiet, only set 8 times so far. Really, Faith Keating has been the one to take most of the work for this Grove City team. 21 sets for her.
I said 13-11. It was 13 serving 16, but that's a service error on the serve. And point CMU 17 will serve 13. Schlemmer.
First service error we've seen in this match so far.
Check it, it's Raychard to serve. 15, not 5, as the rotations are complete. Received by Keating. They go opposite with a set. And that's going to be a kill as Yan went down to try to dig it off the floor, and I believe it was Collier who gets the kill point for Grove City. 14 will serve 17. Carnegie Mellon up 1-0. They won the full first game, 25-20. Lead by 3 in this one. That time, new player is checked, and it's Avani Shashaya. And she gets a kill point, the 6-footer from Cincinnati, Ohio. Makes it 18-14 with a match last night and another match later today. You would probably guess that you'd see some people coming in off the bench to keep everyone fresh.
Well, I'm just so shocked and amazed with how fresh this Carnegie Mellon group looks right now. I mean, they're firing on all cylinders, playing really strong volleyball early on here.
Shashaya's first action. Tapped. And it's carrying, handling on Grove City. And another point for CMU. 19 will serve 14. So backline serves. And again, Isabel Shepard, another fresh face in the lineup for CMU. She serves. Kerr, they go with a reverse set. And that's played off the Collier kill attempt to the near side. There's that left-handed swing by Bella Woodard. Grove City will return to the back line. That's Raychard on the slide, and the kill from the near antenna for Jane Dean.
Yeah, Dean right there threading the needle in between Kennedy Kerr and Grace Kim. Both got caught on their heels, not sure what to do, and Dean capitalizing.
6-point lead for CMU, 20-14. They've got 4 of the last 5 points and a timeout for Grove City, which in Grove City's head coach is in his 4th year. That's Leo Sales. 20 wins in 2019, the first time in 12 years for Grove City. He was a former head coach at Gardner-Webb and also coached at Bryan College in Tennessee. Ann Bach is in her 4th year. 8 seasons as an assistant here at Carnegie Mellon. She was an assistant also at Princeton University and a head coach at Plum High School, also involved with the Pittsburgh Elite Volleyball Club. Cannot talk about Ann Bach without mentioning her father, Larry, who coached for 34 years at Juniata and then also at the Naval Academy. He is the all-time leader in collegiate wins. It is no surprise that his daughter has got involved in volleyball, and is a good coach in her own right.
And not to mention, she's guided this Carnegie Mellon program to an NCAA tournament appearance back in 2019, so she's already leaving her mark and making a very, very big impact for this Tartans program.
She played at Juniata, 159 wins in her time there, 4 NCAA Division III playoff teams, and 3 Final Four appearances. That's pretty good, isn't it, in 4 years?
I think so, yeah, not too shabby.
Just want to check myself on that. So good stuff for Ann Bach, and she's done a great job in her 4 years here at CMU as the head coach, 12 years now. She was an assistant for 8 as well. Part-time assistant from 11 through 2016, and then became full-time at 17. Serve received on the near sideline by Keating. Back to Keating. To the back line. That's played there by Shepard to the opposite side. Shashaya played by Grove City, but that goes long, and it does. Another point for CMU. 21 will serve 14. CMU trying to run away with game number 2. They lead by 7.
Yeah, they can come out with a pretty clear-cut victory here in this second set. They can go in the third set with a ton of momentum on their side.
Another serve by Shepard. Reverse set by Kennedy Kerr. Tapped over by Collier. CMU has to play it over, and they do. Kerr, easier set this time. Tapped, but into the net, I believe, was Donley. Or is it, nope, it was Grove City.
It looked like it was Ariana
yes.
Rosario who got called for the net violation.
Didn't know if it was going to go into red or scarlet, white and scarlet, red and black. Similar color schemes in this one. Point to Grove City, that ends the 4-0 run for CMU. 15 will serve 21. Service for wire ball. She served it well at times so far this morning. Reverse set. Woodard played by Grove City, opposite side to Pry. Backline played by Raychard. Into the net it goes. Who was in the net that time again? CMU. And another point for Grove City. 16 will serve 21.
Yeah, back-to-back miscues on violations for Carnegie Mellon, and right now, Grove City, they need to capitalize on these errors.
It's a good dig by Shashaya. Tapped at the net. Did it touch you? It did. It went off the fingertips of Faith Keating as Woodard was involved at the near antenna. Point CMU service for the Tartans. 22 will serve 16.
So that ball did not even touch Woodard. It actually just arced right back over and hit off of Faith Keating, and she's shaking her head in disbelief because that right there, I think, is the perfect definition of a happy accident.
Mindy Lai serves, received by Grove City. Pry will tap it to the back line. Raychard, Yan, tapped over by Rosario, played by Grove City. It's into the net, and she couldn't get there. Audrey Donnelly couldn't. A good read by CMU to stay off of that. 23 will serve 16.
I think it was also just the anticipation by Carnegie Mellon, just the presence up front to kind of distract Donnelly, and she didn't know what to do, and ultimately ball stays on Grove City's side.
Lai serves again, Grove City. Good dig on the kill attempt by Raychard. Opposite side set for Shashaya. And it's played by Grove City to the near side, Keating. Good dig by Chen. Raychard, Shashaya. And Shashaya finds the middle. And it is game point CMU, 24-16.
Great placement by Shashaya, just able to roll a ball right down into the thickets of the Carnegie Mellon defense, caught everybody at the campfire.
Nice job by Ivani Shashaya. Now you have no room for error for Grove City. Chen with a good dig. Shashaya blocked by Grove City. Played by Rosario. Tapped over. Good hands in the middle by Dean. And there's the winner as Shashaya, Ivani Shashaya, gets another point. Game number 2 goes in favor of CMU. This one by a score of 25-16. They're up 2 games to none. First match of the day in this quad tournament with Marietta and Westminster involved as well as these 2 schools. Indeed. More coverage of this opening game and this opening match comes your way right after this. We'll break for a second and be back shortly. Bob Workwith, Jack Ridenhour. On a beautiful Sunday morning, it's been beautiful so far for CMU. They swept Marietta last night, They're 2/3 of the way from a sweep here, Jack, against Grove City.
Well, and I think that this Carnegie Mellon team, and I don't want to bring this up because this is probably not music to the ears of Tartans fans, but last time that we were here on hand for Carnegie Mellon volleyball, they had a 2-0 lead over Point Park. What did Point Park do? They dug down deep. They found something within themselves, able to fight their way back into it, forced a 5th set that ultimately went over to the Tartans. So I'm sure Carnegie Mellon has that in the back of their mind, and they want to close this one out in a straight set.
That was part of a 7-game winning streak for CMU. They eventually beat Brandeis, but then lost to Washington, as Jack talked about, then NYU, 2 top 25 teams before righting the ship last night with a 3-0 win over Marietta. Marietta and Grove City will play at 3 o'clock today. Westminster also in town. Grove City will play later on today against Westminster, 5 o'clock. If you can't make it, you can certainly watch it through the CMU website. That is why we're here. Teams will flip back. Grove City back to the forecourt left, forecourt right for CMU. They will serve to start game 3. 2 games to none lead. And they will start with Stella Yan, the senior, second team UAA last year, 8th all-time assists at Carnegie Mellon. Yan with 20 assists already. And let's throw an ace into that as well. 1-0 start for CMU. First time they've led from the outset in a game.
Yeah, Yan just sprinkling in a little extra ingredients there on that serve. Really good ball that Gabby Lucas just could not read.
Trying to dig is Chen, and that's a big kill in the middle for Anna DeGraff. We're tied at 1. Yan, by the way, is a senior information systems major. 816 assists last year, which was second in the UAA. And there's a service there for Grove City. Point CMU service for the Tartans. 2 will serve 1. And it will be Schlemmer, Elizabeth Schlemmer, who's a business major. Go check it. Again, I did that. It's 15. It's Raychard. Mechanical engineering for Laura Raychard. Received by Grove City. They go with the reverse set. It's dug out by Yan. Opposite side from the attack line. Woodard played right back over quickly. And since she's come off the bench, Shavana Shishaya has been impressive. She gets another kill point.
Balls ricocheting around all over Grove City's side. They just can't control any of these swings on the outside from Carnegie Mellon. Really nice job by this offensive attack for the Tartans, just staying relentless.
Raychard serves again. Received this time by Keating. Back to Keating for the kill. She goes diagonal. Played up in the air by Shishaya. Back to Shishaya. Off the shoulder of Keating. And there's another point for Shishaya. She's done a nice job coming off the bench. Ivana Shishaya has 5 kills, hitting .625. Good production off the bench. 4-1 CMU. Nice dig, Raychard. She made it easy. There's the set. That's what Yan does. And when you're Isabella Sierra, you just say thank you. Thank you, Stella, right?
Absolutely. You give her a thank you, and you maybe even take her out to dinner afterwards, because Isabella Sierra absolutely pulverized that pass that came from Stella Yan. Great job by those two, playing on a string right now.
Get Stella a Penn Station sub. That's what she does, and that's into the net. Double hit against Grove City, and it's a 6-1 start for CMU. And you knew that timeout was coming for Grove City.
And I think it's a much-needed one. I mean, if you want to try and stop the bleeding right now and slow down this Carnegie Mellon attack, you need to call a timeout, regroup, regather yourselves right now, because things are just not going in favor of the Wolverines right now, and especially hitting-wise. Faith Keating really struggling hitting-wise, one of the leaders offensively for Grove City throughout this year, but hitting -154, has 3 kills, 7 errors on 26 attempts on the outside.
Faith Keating came in leading the attack with 106 kills and a 12.1% hitter, but Carnegie Mellon has held her in check. Now you fall behind, you're already 2 games down, 2 games to none. Really no margin for error for Grove City.
Your back's against the wall. We'll see how this Wolverines group responds.
Another serve for Raychard. Received by Keating. They go back to Keating from the attack line, blocked by CMU. Reverse set this time, and Collier, that's blocked by CMU. Dean plays it off the net. They go to the back line to Raychard off the block, and Raychard gets the point. 7-1 CMU.
It's the second time in the back row where the Wolverines have just had very little miscue. This time it was Grace Kim, a ball that does not get picked up by her. You had that in the opening point with Gabby Lucas. So again, this defense for the Wolverines needs to buckle down here.
Well, lob serve that time by Ray Chart. Center set for Audrey Donnelly. CMU tries to save it and return it. They cannot. That ends the run. CMU had won 7 straight and 8 of the first 9, but service back to Grove City. 2 will serve 7, and will bring Brooklyn Wireball, the freshman, back in to serve. Wireball from the middle of the back line, serving left to right, played by Ray Chard. Near side set for Shashaya. Powers it through the block. Grove City up in the air by Lucas. They'll play it into the net, though. Keating thought about it. You can kind of tell from her reaction. She knew it wasn't making it over. Point goes right back to CMU. 8 will serve 2.
Yeah, she just misread that approach, and the anticipation was a tad bit off from Keating. I think she might have jumped a little too early and then rolled it and then kept it short and went it into the net.
Shepard in the serve. The business administration major from San Francisco. Way on the left coast. Good morning if you're listening in San Francisco. 8:30-ish over there. There's a kill point in the middle. Another new face in there is Kai Herkenrother is in. And that's another point for CMU. 9-2 lead for the Tartans. Herkenrother, the freshman from Hampton, 6 foot even. That was into the net. CMU. I thought that was going to be a violation against the Tartans, and it was. So service back to Grove City. 3 will serve 9. Grove City needs a run. Trailing by 6? No. Yep. It's 9-3, so I got that reversed. Wait, the scoreboard, I had 9-2. Should be 10-3, shouldn't it?
Well, let's see on the live stream or the live stats. It should be 10-2, yes.
And they had 9-2, now 10-2, so it is right. The scoreboard is wrong. I got to check myself. It's still before noon, so.
That's true. Is it actually before? It
That's
just turned noon.
We are noon, so
we are
happy
noon.
afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to everybody.
That
now.
is a point for Grove City. You got that one. So it should be 4 serving 10.
Always great that you have a
3 serving 10.
You have a broadcast where you can tell everybody good morning as well as good afternoon, all in the same time.
Tapped in the middle by Yan. Played over by Woodard. Grove City will try to set it up with Augustine, and it goes over. Grove City tapped down the middle by Herkenrother. Played to the back line. Raychard. Near side set. Impressive again for Ivani Shashaya, the junior from Cincinnati. Another kill point.
And I think that makes head coach Anbach very happy that she's got so many pieces on this Carnegie Mellon team that she can call upon, whether it is Shashaya or Schlemmer or Woodard or whomever it might be. And there's so many different components to this Carnegie Mellon team that are so successful.
There's a serve and another point. So officially it is 12-3 CMU. Scoreboard has a point differential. Another serve for Mindy Lai. That's received by Lucas. Center set. Donnelly. Good dig by Lai. And another kill. Go ahead, Jack.
Shashaya again.
Yes, throw some credit to
Shashaya again.
Shashaya.
She cannot be stopped.
Fantastic stuff coming in off the bench for the junior.
6 kills for her. Carnegie Mellon with 3 players, each with 6 kills.
Another serve for Lai, tapped. Shashaya will play it. She'll set up again, the hot hand. That swing, though. Lucas digs. Opposite side. Big time swing. Did it go in for Costa? No, it went long. And it's 14-3 CMU. They're running away so far with game number 3.
And Carnegie Mellon stomping on the gas pedal at the moment.
Another serve for Mindy Lai. Tapped over. Shashaya plays it. Shashaya gets it back. Off the block. Played up in the air by Costa. Back to the near side. Augustine, that's received. Good hustle. But Yan can't track it down. That's a kill point for Grove City. And 4 will serve 14. The Wolverines down 10.
Yeah, Raychard looked like she cut off the line of the dig for Mindy Lai there. Might have just been Mindy Lai's ball, and that could have potentially kept the rally going there for Carnegie Mellon.
Gabby Lucas to serve. Yan sets. A miss hit, and it works. When it's going your way, it's going your way. Kai Herkenrother.
Herkenrother there throwing a little bit of a changeup to this Grove City defense. Weren't able to hit it.
I'm going to say unintentional changeup.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes you do that. That time, I think she went for the big swing.
She
And of
ignored.
course-
Yeah, she ignored her catcher. It was a good
Yes.
call there.
She gets the point. That's the bottom line. 15-4 CMU. Near side, that's off the mark. Played in the back line by Lee. Center set. There was room over there for Hokenrother. She went angle left to right, but out of bounds it went. So 5 will serve 15. Again, it's been stuck around 10. Grove City already got down 2 games to none. They need a big run here for Kennedy Kerr. The sophomore setter serves left to right. The southpaw.
Kerr already with an ace this morning, this afternoon in this match. And again, one of the best servers on this Grove City team.
Kennedy Kerr's sister, Cameron, she's a twin. She's a diver at Grove City. And that's another kill point for CMU. They have allowed Grove City no chance at a run so far in this game. It's 16 serving 5.
And I think Carnegie Mellon is aware of what they did earlier this year on their home court against Point Park, surrendering a 2-0 lead, and they don't want to do that today.
Chen serves. Middle kill attempt for DeGraff, and it went wide down the near sideline. And 17-15 now. 17-5, excuse me. 12-point lead for CMU. Another serve for Abby Chen, the sophomore. She's also an information systems major. 468 digs last year led CMU. Kill for Costa, dug in the back line by CMU. Near side. And there's Catherine Jackson, another freshman. Transferred from NSU University. She gets a kill point. It's 18-5, and the Tartans are rolling in game 3.
Yeah, Carnegie Mellon cannot be stopped, hitting 216 as a group. Grove City hitting -20 as a whole.
Good dig by Lucas. Near side through the block. Played by CMU and played over by Yan. Grove City will set it up. Tapped over in the middle by DeGraff. Played by CMU. An attack line kill. That's a good dig by Keating. Great hustle by Lucas, but they cannot return it. And it's 19-5 CMU.
It's Carnegie Mellon team. They just have Grove City all out of sorts right now. Bodies flying all over the place. Grove City clearly not on the same page. And right now, if you're Carnegie Mellon, you want to just put this one away with ease.
That was Shishaya with the kill. Diving return by Lucas. Yan sets. Tapped over by Rosario. Played by Grove City. To the back line it goes by Collier. Played by CMU. Shishaya will play it over. Grove City will set it up. Center kill, and that's a good one. As Anna DeGraff gets the kill point. The accounting major from Seneca Valley High School.
Yeah, DeGraff wants to make sure that this group can continue on their win streak that they've built up after starting the year 0-5. Grove City on a 7-match winning streak to this moment, but they're in jeopardy of losing that now.
There's an ace. That's 2 points in a row. Bella Costa gets the ace, and 7 will serve 19. Still down 12, all the Wolverines. Another serve for Costa from Cayuga Valley Christian High School. Mentioned she was the rookie of the week in the PAC earlier this month. Received by Shishaya. Center set, blocked Rosario's kill attempt. Near side they'll come to Catherine Jackson, played by Grove City. They're communicating. Keating blocked at the net. Judging by the reaction, it was Stella Yan who got the block.
Yan and Rosario forming a tartan wall, and Grove City not able to penetrate through.
Either way, Yan was happy. Both of them were there. 20 will serve 7. It will be Stella Yan to serve. Taking her time. There's the whistle after the rotations are in. Yan with the right hand. Played by Keating. Center set for DeGraff. That's well done. Good set by Kerr. 8 will serve 20.
Small window for DeGraff to fit that swing into. She had no problem doing it. And DeGraff, 5'10" junior with a lot of experience. One of the best hitters on this team a year ago, and carrying that over into this year.
She serves. She gets an ace. And it's 4 of the last 5 points to Grove City. They've come back to within 11. 9 will serve 20. Another serve for Andy DeGraff. With the right hand. Another ace. A mini run by the Wolverines.
And that was just pure miscommunication in the back row by Shishaya as well as Catherine Jackson. Neither one of them knowing whose ball that was, and that's where that communication is so important.
DeGraff serves, received by Jackson. Catherine Jackson plays it over. Kerr to the opposite side to Keating, but that's long and wide. Turned around and wanted a deflection, but that was wistful thinking, hopeful thinking. 21 will serve 10.
Yeah, Keating has been wanting tips all morning, afternoon long, but ultimately referees not not giving those calls to her.
Catherine Jackson serves. Long service error. 11 was served 21. When you're up 10, easier to take those missed hits and service errors.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then you're in a tight game or a tight match. Although they're testing Ann Bach's patience. You can see it. She's toying with an idea of calling a timeout, at least it looks like to me. Tapped over. And there's a good read. And a point from the middle for Audrey Donnelly, and Grove City's back within single digits as 12 serves 21.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if Grove City continued on this run and we saw Coach Bach go with that timeout to regroup her team.
Wire ball serves. Lucas digs the kill attempt from Shashaya. Backline attack for Kim, and that's another point for Grove City. They're within 8. They've got 8 of the last 10 points, the Wolverines do. Another serve for Wire ball. Shashaya plays. Opposite side set for Woodard, and that will end that. And then they'll need a new fire extinguisher.
She hit
Container.
that so hard.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, it was hot, right?
Oh, it was scorching hot.
See what I did there?
I like that. Hit the fire extinguisher, had to put out the fire somehow, some way.
Broke the, good for Grove City. Look at them fixing the plexiglass in front of that at the back of the gym. 22 serves 13. Grove City with a center set for Donnelly. Played in the back line by Jackson. Near side, Shashaya, another kill. Fantastic for Shashaya, the junior from Cincinnati. And it will make it 23-13. Another serve for Isabel Shepard. The walk up in the right hand from the middle. Played in the back line for Grove City. They go with a reverse set. That's well done. The slide and the kill for Donnelly.
Again, Donnelly being active later on in this third set. She needs to continue to get set to because she has been very, very impactful. And right there, picking up another kill endpoint for her Wolverines.
Well, if Grove City hopes to come back, they're going to need Keating to go on a long service run as they trail by 9, 14 serves 23. Played by Jackson. Center set blocked and played off the net by Herkenrother. A miss hit. That's played, though, by Augustine. Yan. Woodard taps. That's played by Augustine. Opposite side. Tapped over this time by Costa. A diving dig by Yan. There's Woodard from the attack line. Played by Grove City. Lucas back to the near side. That is Augustine. Played in the back line by Yan. Jackson. Long it goes. 2 in a row for Grove City. 15 will serve 23.
Grove City's not going down without a fight right here. And if you're Carnegie Mellon, again, you still have to stay focused.
They were down at 1 point by 13. They've got it to 8. Good play by Woodard to save that in front of her own bench. Opposite side set it goes, and that is Costa. Well, Acosta, but it's played. Yan to Shashaya. Good job by Lucas. And the Wolverines. Volley is on. Backline Jackson. Yan taps. Lucas digs. Chen. Yan. Woodard. Blocked by Grove City. But it goes off their hand and out of bounds. It is match point. Game and match point for CMU at 24-15.
Incredible rally and a much-needed rally won there for Carnegie Mellon because this Grove City team, they're putting some pressure on the Tartans at the moment, but Carnegie Mellon able to answer the challenge and step up to the plate.
Mindy Line to serve for the match. At the net, into the net goes CMU. 15 will serve 20. No, that's a point. I apologize. Flip that and reverse it and give the win to CMU 25-15. They win in straight sets. 25-20, 25-16, 25-15. They end the 7-match winning streak for Grove City. And they'll play again later on. Both of these teams, Grove City will play Marietta. More on that. CMU will play Westminster later. We'll talk about this one, but want to let you know that BSN Sports serves as the official apparel and equipment provider to Tartan Athletics while outfitting Carnegie Mellon athletes and coaches in premier Nike product selection. And hey, fans, please connect with all the Carnegie Mellon Athletics teams online. Visit our website, athletics.cmu.edu. Like us on Facebook at Carnegie Mellon Athletics. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Tartan Athletics. 3-0 last night over Marietta. Jack, 3-0 today over at Grove City. Good stuff in this quad action setup for the Tartans, as they've now won 2 in a row. And after a back and forth first game, Carnegie Mellon took care of business pretty much in games 2 and 3.
Yeah, Carnegie Mellon really started to stay focused in that second and third set. And again, it's back-to-back matches for this Carnegie Mellon group that's hit over 200, hit 202 last night against Marietta, hit 215 against Grove City today. And the main thing that I'm looking at over at the Wolverines, Faith Keating, one of the top hitters on this Wolverines group, only had 4 kills. She finished minus 219 hitting-wise, so really struggled there. And you look over at Carnegie Mellon, Bella Woodard had 7 kills. Isabella Sierra, 6 kills, tying her season and career high in kills from last night with 6. Jane Dean with 6 kills. Avani Shashaya off the bench with 9 kills. What that's telling me right now, Bob, when you've got 4 players with 6 kills or more, it's a very versatile, very widespread group, and Coach Ann Bach can call upon any number on this Carnegie Mellon group, and they can answer the call.
Shashaya hit 500, Jane Dean hit 556, but cannot help notice the great performance by Avani Shashaya coming off the bench. We talked about it, and she played really half of this match. She came in halfway through game number 2, yet she leads the way with 9 kills, and that's the depth we talked about. That gives a chance to rest maybe some of your starters. CMU will be back at it again later, but good stuff for CMU and head coach Ann Bach. For Grove City, they're going to have to regroup after losing for the first time in 7 matches. They're back at it again at 3 o'clock. So it's a break for both of these teams as Grove City plays Marietta at 3 o'clock. Marietta and Westminster are going to go at it in this next match. And then a little bit of a bigger break for Grove City as they'll finish out the afternoon, 5 o'clock against Westminster. But so far, so good. Happy. It'll be a happy break for Grove City with the 2 wins, Jack.
Absolutely, and they can build on the win from last night against Marietta, and Carnegie Mellon can just keep the ball rolling here and keep it moving. And not to mention, hey, you now move to 9-3 overall. Obviously, your conference record is probably not where you want it to be at 1-2 overall, but very strong conference in the UAA this year. So Carnegie Mellon, I'm sure this was just a great morale victory and confidence booster for the Tartans.
So CMU in straight sets, 25-20, 25-16, 25-15. Great to be alongside you, Jack. Enjoyed working with you for the first time.
Likewise, my friend. Likewise, was a blast.
And come back later on if you can't make it. CMU and Westminster, 5 o'clock. You can watch that video here at CMU Athletics.